Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Buenos días. Buenos días. Buenos días. Buenos días. Buenos días, amigos y amigas. We got a big one 10 days away. Saludos. Saludos a todos viendo el live. Waiting for some to trickle in. Waiting for the homies. Fun truck. There we go. "10 days away from Christmas." With 10 days away from Christmas, Teofimo called into Mill City Boxing. I think I'm going to do countdown to July 31st. Each and every day, covering a little bit of what's going on with the Teo versus Shakur. God willing, they both get in the ring. God willing, they both get in the ring and they square up and we get to see the fight. Yeah. Silvio Mate, what's going on, bro? If you want to hit the like, subscribe. We're going to be going live every day leading up to the Shakur fight. 10 more days before I get to enjoy a beautiful Saturday. I'm going to plan a workout, a meal, hang out with friends the day of course, do a live stream. I'm going to cover the live stream the day of the fight, Saturday, January 31st. Yeah. Got some people trickling in the live. Put in the... So, yeah. 10 days away. Looking to live stream. Let me know what you guys think. My name is Mateo. Excuse me. Mateo, welcome to the channel. We're going to be going live every day all the way leading up to the fight. Tell me who you got in the comments. Do you have Shakur or Teo waiting to fight, bro? Mateo, 6868. I have a draw. We have a draw coming. That's going to happen. But yeah, let's see what Teofimo has to say.
Talk to him.
What's up, Teo?
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, man? How's training?
Training is great, man. We just fine-tuning this week, and that's it.
That's what's up, man. You know, this is Mill City Boxing. Just if you didn't know.
What's up, man? How you been, man?
Been good.
Angry Grouch in the comments.
You too,
early.
brother. You too, man. You got everybody excited for this fight. You look in good shape, like always.
Thank you, man. No, yeah, for sure. You gotta stay ready, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. We've been doing good too, man. I've been seeing here and there highlights of your interviews. Remember, that's his name.
Yeah, I've been waiting on you.
Well, you know Keith Connolly?
Yeah.
They got me doing a Zoom tomorrow with like 12 different outlets.
Okay.
They got me at 12 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time.
Get involved.
From 12 to like 2:30. But if you could hit up Keith Connolly or Mike Borrell or Kevin Rooney, anyone from Matchroom on that side, if you can hit them up, even text them right now or email them.
Bro, de Argentina, español,
I think they can squeeze
Argentina,
you in for tomorrow.
español.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll do that for sure.
No, thank you.
Nah, man.
¿Quién le vas?
All day, brother. All day, man. I'm excited for this fight. We're over here promoting it right now.
Those that are joining on the desktop version, we have Mill City interviewing Tio over the phone. Tio sounds tired and not really interested as much. So, as we continue.
Now.
That's what's up. That's love. Listen, you be there live?
Yep.
That's what's up. Are you going to be there media week?
Yeah. Gots to be.
All right, cool. Good stuff. Make sure you wear your hats and shit. Could I bring this?
Wear the hats?
Yeah, make sure you wear your hat and shit.
Oh, no, for sure. You already. I have to because this hairline's going crazy.
Wepa, Ricardo.
How you feel about the fight?
¿A quién le vas, Ricardo? ¿A quién le vas?
I don't know, man.
Jackie.
You've been playing these
¿Quién le
little
vas,
mind
Jackie?
games. I love it.
Teofimo Lopez.
And the little interviews.
De Honduras.
I'm just having fun, man.
Jackie,
I'm just being
saludos.
fun.
Yeah.
Ricardo, saludos.
The boxing world needs that too. The promotion.
Hit the like button, make
they
sure
just
to
put
sub
out the Versace interview, right? And we wanted to see that early, right when you guys did it.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing real good though. They're promoting it well right now.
They are not promoting this fight well at all. They're not promoting this fight as one of the biggest fights in the last 25 years. When's the last time you've had two fighters under the age of 30 years old put the fight on? Tio saying that they're promoting the fight. I don't know what they're seeing. They had a mega movie trailer like for Tyson Fury versus Usyk. That's how you promote the fight. You get Michael Bay to direct a trailer. Do you know what I'm saying? So in the comments we have Males con sabor. I can't believe Eddie Hearn didn't mark in Andy Cruz, Borussia crowd, and him got fighting in the theater Las Vegas with a 2,000 person capacity. Yeah, man, that's the Apex Center that you're talking about, right? Clarissa says Tio doesn't try to gain his Honduras base. Almost all Hondurans have no idea who he is. I disagree, Clarissa. When I went to Honduras in 2023, I asked a taxi driver, I'm like, do you know if any boxers? And he goes, yeah, I know about Teofimo. HLD wants to promote HLD as his father. Saludos, Clarissa. Those that are joining on the mobile version, I'm checking in on the comments, so make sure that you guys leave some there for me to read. Eddie Hearn and Turkey aren't building nothing. They want our money, quick cash. Yeah, Eddie Hearn for sure. Eddie Hearn will do anything for that money. You can tell that he's money first, legacy second. Do you blame him? Pronounce that username. Melesa con sabor.
You like how they're promoting it? You think it's like they were talking about this like the leaders of the new school? That's how you feel?
I mean, it's got to be. Ain't nobody else doing it like we doing it.
Definitely a statement. Top of the year, man.
Yeah, I mean, Shakur got a lot of backing on his end, and I got a lot of talking on my end, so it's perfect.
And you saying you're gonna knock him out this time too.
Yeah, man, that's boxing, man. Anything can happen.
Yeah, we the clip of you guys sparring, it went viral, and then you said something about I think he's like, oh, no filming, and then I think you said I think you said something like, oh, why you think he said that?
Yeah, man. Say, yeah. I go off what it is, man. Boxing will teach you that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see next.
You and your pops look like you're in good spirits this camp. Oíste.
I got it.
Con Sabor, Eddie Hearn is turkey puppet. Of course, I blame him. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Got to turn it off.
Está bien?
Josue,
No,
what's
because
going on?
you came into the car.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I turned it off.
You still there, Senior?
Wait, hold on. Let me get out of the car.
Everybody.
Hello?
Yeah.
I lost you for a moment.
Oh no, I was saying that you did your camp in Vegas. I seen some clips of you in the wild card in LA.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
If I was in Vegas, me and Shakur would have crossed each other a lot of time because where he was jogging at is where I live by.
Why don't you stop by and drink your coffee in the front?
What's going on? Mill City with the plug. Mill City's been getting tons of good interviews, so happy he's getting this exclusive content for us to cover.
Hi, Shakur.
Oh, true. You know, because he's staying at Jay Prince's house, and Jay Prince lives like 5 minutes from me. And I've been to Jay's house like twice, and it just makes me laugh. The man was like running and jogging past my neighborhood. This shit was hilarious. I was like, oh shit, I know those cones. You know, we make a joke about Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's Nevada's state flag?
Jackie says they went all out on the promotions for the bet and Eubanks fight, but don't do the bare minimum for Teo and Shakur. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah. What is the bare minimum? Like allowing allowing the public access to the press conference, making a movie like Trailer, getting this in front of, like, what is it called? Network TV, ABC, CBS. Put this in front of the eyes of the casuals. I don't know where Balbos, what's going on? Appreciate you always dropping comments in the videos. Sometimes you like what you see, and appreciate you, Balbos, my boy with the wrench. Mill City always bring good interviews since day one, I remember. How long have you been a fan, Con Sabor? Eddie's one of those crappy businessmen. They are a way to build boxing and create revenue. Don King created a blueprint, and I'm waiting for the next Don King.
Flower?
No.
Construction cones.
The fuck out of here.
I kid you not. There's so many construction cones, especially near my area. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Man, when you're gonna be you're coming on media day on Wednesday?
I don't know how they have it scheduled.
They normally have grand arrivals, I think, on Tuesday, right?
Melasa con Sabor. Ask Mill City how long I've been around. Are you HLD's cousin? No, that's just a joke. But damn, you've been around for a minute, deep in the boxing trenches, watching the interviews.
I'll tell you. You know more than me. I haven't even gotten that shit.
No, we haven't got the email yet.
No?
No.
Okay. Nah, I've been like just really. I was posting like last weekend, like this past weekend. I posted a little bit, but I ain't really doing too much. Just here and there, but not so much.
You normally do more. It seems like you're more locked in this camp.
Well, none of this shit matters what I was winning. That's it. You know what I mean? So I'd rather have people miss me than me always be on the scene. Plus, you know, Shakur needs it. Everybody needs to know what he could have been. Yeah, that's all. So we'll talk about it more.
All right, brother. Well, yo, have a good night, man, and you already know, stay blessed.
No, yeah, for sure. Like I said, though, man, just hit him up. You know, Matchroom, however.
I like what he just said there. Bobo said Mill seemed to pop off out of nowhere with big interviews. Yeah, I agree. He had, I think he just has really good connections with the people that he's looking to interview, and he builds a good rapport. Never asked too pressing of questions, never too personal. It's always related about the business of boxing. But I agree with you, Bobo's out of nowhere. He just started popping up on my feed. He might have just hit the algorithm. And I like his stuff, man. He's coming out with stuff lives the day of fights, like super clean access. You can tell he has good rapport with Teofimo Lopez. So Jackie says, I remember when I remember someone called Mill City the Wendy Williams of boxing. That's hilarious. That's funny. But did you guys just catch what Al Money was good, bro? Did you guys just catch what Tio just said? Like, none of this matters if I don't get the win. I think that might be the most truest thing I've heard leading up to this build-up.
Just here and there, but not so much.
Watch this.
You normally
watch this, everybody. Fun Truck likes Mill City because they look similar. CJ, my beard is not as full as that man's. But CJ, I do like Mill City because, again, he has a good way of interviewing people, and it's like the day of, man, when I'm thinking what is this fighter thinking the day of the fight? Boom, he like Mill City has a live with the fighter. I would like everybody to just catch what Tio is about to say right now, because I know that as lackadaisy as it sounds, there's so much truth behind this. Listen up.
You normally do more. It seems like you're more locked in this camp.
Well, none of this shit matters what I was winning. That's it. You know what I mean? So I'd rather have people miss me than me always be on the scene.
I would rather have people miss me. Alberto, what's up? Alberto, feel free to jump on the panel since HLD, your best friend's not here. The unofficial co-host of the Fun Truck Show. HLD pops up in about an hour or so. Let's see what we got. Mill City been building a channel for a minute, I think since 2023. Hey, that's relatively soon. I wouldn't say so. That's I wouldn't say that's a lot of time. Your live workouts be doing crazy numbers. Appreciate you, Alberto. My brother Alberto from Northern California. CJ, appreciate you. CJ always showing love, as well as Clarissa Almoney, Malesa con sabor. Melesa, I hope I'm saying that right. Clarissa, Josue, Angry Grouch, Jackie Bobos, and everybody in the live version, in the mobile version of the stream. I appreciate you all. We're just getting started, Alberto. Trying to hit the algorithm like Mill City and have organic growth on the channel and go away. And if anybody's listening right now, I'm gonna just share the end goal here. My goal on the channel is to build this platform big enough for me to be considered a boxing content creator, and I want to fight on Misfits, Aiden Ross's content creator shit, like probably not Border Warriors, because I'm not gonna. Again, I want to create my own lane. Not fall back on someone else's platform, and I'm still similarly doing that by going in the content creator matchup. But I'm gonna be live streaming sparring, all of my preparation. You guys are gonna see me get in shape leading up to a fight, and hopefully you guys can see all of the behind the scenes looks from just an amateur perspective. And y'all can see me knock a motherfucker out in the ring, because I'm gonna come with some bad intentions, and I'm starting to feel that dog in me come out. Why not Border Wars? The community will show support you. I fuck with you then. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not shutting anything down, but I'm gonna put the fight on. Like, I'm gonna get in the ring and I'm gonna do it this year. So with the support of channel members, and hopefully I can get it monetized pretty quickly. That's the goal. I would like to get some support, because I mean, that's what I would need in order for me to get a couple fights. Angry Grouch. Yeah, I'm just putting this out there. I'll sleep another content creator. Give me that clout. I just heard Keyshawn want to face Dalton Smith. I think this is missing who is in front of him. Ortiz isn't an easy walk. I wanted to cover this fight today, but I'm going to just continue to cover the Teo versus Core 10 days out from our Christmas, everybody. Let me know what you guys are doing on that Saturday. What do you like? Do you wake up as happy as I do? Like, when you wake up on Saturday morning and the first thing you do, just like, thank God I'm taller than 5'10", and we got some boxing on this Saturday night. That's what I do, Truck, what do you know about HLD? HLD is walking entertainment, and he's shown me nothing but respect. So that's my brother. He's welcome here on the show. Whether you love him or you hate him, he's gonna grasp attention. But and that's not necessarily why I have him on. I actually just enjoy talking to him, because I enjoy talking to Smoke. I enjoy talking to other content creators that are obsessed with boxing, that we can just shoot the shit for 3-4 hours of boxing content. Like, HLD does, he gets people on people's nerves on other people's platforms, but here, like, on the boxing content stuff, like, we get down and deep on it. So yes, I always wake up excited on fight days. I clean, cook, and everything is finished early. Absolutely. No, Alberto, that's what I do, Jackie. And Jackie, wake up on Saturday morning, thank God for two things when there's a big fight. Thank you, baby Jesus, for allowing me to be 5'10" and a half and 3/4. Almost 5'11". Actually, I am 5'11", closer to 6 foot, to be honest. But I just say 5'10". You want to have low expectations. And that we got some boxing tonight. Jackie's going to make sure everything is nice and tidy before the big fight. Border Wars don't get paid, basically volunteer. In fact, you have to pay to participate. Josue says, LOL, thank God I'm over 5'6". Nate Johnson, Ben Eubanks, two men who were doing nothing in boxing, got more promotional ever. No, this is great. Nate Johnson, 5767. It's the first time I've seen your name in the comments. I've had an epiphany, brother. I had an epiphany. I'm like, wait, like I could fight in the amateurs, and you'll have to pay to go on Border Wars, or you can do what Tank did. I'm following the Tank blueprint, everybody. I'm following the Tank blueprint. Fight the easiest fight, get the money, and get the clout. I'm good enough to step in the ring and knock a motherfucker out. I probably will get paid for doing a content creator fight if I can build a platform and have leverage on my end. And I could gain a lot of followers that can turn into subscribers to support the channel to continue future endeavors. Because I'm going to be in this boxing game for a minute. Like I'm going to be on this boxing YouTube content creating stuff for the next 5 to 10 years. And I have this master plan. I wouldn't say master plan. I got to be careful with this, but good things will come about this. I will have good connections since I've already been in the boxing world for over 10 years. When I go to events, I know people. So and now that I have my fighter and we're being accredited as national champion level coach and fighter, like my 10-year-old, when he turns 18 and we go professional, I will have leverage on my end as his trainer / manager. Truck, would you fight from Marco? Would you fight from Marco's community from all of Northern California? If anyone can get it. Anyone can get it. I'm the can man. Mexican, Dominican, Jamaican. Anybody, anyone can get it. So I just want to show this here. This is my 10-year-old, everybody. This is my 10-year-old here. Okay, you won't be able to tell. Okay, you won't be able to tell, but here it's a USA Boxing trophy, all right, for the year of 2025. And I'll read off what it says here. I'm going to read off what it says here. Frank Bay, welcome to the channel.
Yo, what's up, Untrap?
Yo. Let me read this off here. I have a trophy from my fighter, Central California Boxing Association, 2025 Pee Wee Male Boxer of the Year, Isaac Zamora. He is 15-4 in the year of 2025. So he had 19 fights. In those 19 fights, he is a national silver gloves champion, national junior Olympics champion, national sugar belt champion. Was fucking good, man. So I'm gonna be in this boxing game for a minute, Frank Bay. So appreciate you being one of the early subscribers and supporters of the channels. What do you got to
For
say
sure,
about,
man.
What do you got to say about the Christmas Day we have 10 days away?
You know what, man? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how many people support this and actually buy it. I'm hearing a lot of people, oh, Shakur, he gonna beat him, da 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 da. But these motherfuckers don't put their money where their mouth is. You hearing what I'm hearing? You're on these panels. You talk boxing. You have all these dudes running their mouth. Oh, he gonna watch T.O., but I don't see these dudes putting any money. Are they even gonna buy a fight?
That's pay-per-view model in general. We're all streaming it. I haven't bought a pay-per-view since Tank versus Brian. That's the last pay-per-view I bought. What about you?
What is the last pay-per-view I bought? I think it was, well, it wasn't Canelo. It was probably David Benavidez
versus Yard.
No, that was on November. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can stream it, but some of the streams are fucked up. I mean, if I'm gonna watch a fight, if they gave us Duran Ennis and Virgil Ortiz, I'd have to buy it because I'm not gonna sit and have people and have a fucked up stream.
Yeah. Do you like hosting, Frank Bay?
What?
Do you like hosting people like to watch the fight at your place, or you go somewhere else?
Well, it depends. I mean, I'm usually the only boxing fans. Sometimes I go to my pops. He usually buys the fights. But if it's just me, sometimes, you know, he may be out doing something, but it's not like this is my thing. People know I'm a boxing fan, and I don't tell anybody about a fight that I think is going to suck, because you're going to lose fans that way.
You're going to leave. Your friends are going to leave disappointed.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying about Shakur?
About any fighter that I think is not going to bring it, like a David Benavidez fight. I mean, I can invite people knowing some shit is going to go down.
Yeah, or a Tank Davis, or a Ryan Garcia, David Benavidez, the monster anyway, Bam Rodriguez.
Facts,
Alexander
exactly,
Usyk.
bro.
These are the motherfuckers are going to go and get it. You want good representation of boxing. I'm giving
these guys facts. When I'm telling you, I lost boxing fans one time because my pops got the Victor Postal Crawford fight. Like, he bought it and he told me, bro, don't ever recommend this shit again. And he refused. He was never going to support that guy ever. That's just how people are. These guys, they get on here and talk like they really support, but they don't.
Someone says, I don't steal the signal. I listen to the fights radio style, but don't like shitty links.
I'll give you another example. You know how many people were pissed off at me at Canelo, and I had no fucking I didn't tell them to buy the fight. I told people, you know what, you may want to pass on the Canelo Skull fight. And I got messages like, oh my God, I can't believe we paid for this shit. So, you know, it does matter.
What about Devin Haney? Would you bring people to a Devin Haney fight?
Fuck no.
Oh,
there's no way I would tell anybody to watch his shit. And that's what upsets me about a lot of these boxing, because you're talking about boxing channels, boxing shows and panels. You hear these motherfuckers talk, but they're not putting their money where their mouth is. They're not buying these fights. They would never buy a fight and have friends come over. And I know this because I have, you know, friends that are casuals, and I get invited to a Jake Paul fight. I get to fight parties. I get invited to a Deontay Wilder party, a Tank Davis party. Ain't none of them ever called me and said, hey, Frank, come through and we're going to get the Devin Haney fight. Never.
Zuffa Boxing is hiring Bulbos. Hey, I'm going to look into that. I appreciate anybody's insight and tips on how to grow the channel, get the plant some seeds, because like, again, I'm going to be in this game for a minute. HLD's in the chat. Frank Bay, do you wake up on Saturday? Do you wake up on Saturday like I wake up and it's the first thing I think about? We got to fucking fight on Saturday night. I plan the rest of my day, so I, like Jackie, finish cleaning and cooking early. I'm in the prelims. I'm still staying busy, like running errands, but I'm not missing that main event. It's religious to me. For sure. I think I'm a little less like, I used to watch everything, and then just over time I kind of became more of a casual. Okay. Just because, you know, it's real hard to follow everything on every platform, because there's like, well, there was DAZN, Showtime, what else? You had ESPN Plus. So to follow, this is what I always say, man, to follow every fight. I don't blame people for just being casuals, if that makes sense. You know, like, how many people, even if they are hardcore boxing fans or they're into boxing, they're really gonna watch like does anybody? What I think is a good fight nobody's talking about is Poo Poo Carrington and Castro. I'm sorry, I just don't like Carrington. I think he's a buster. He's a buster. No, because I thought, like, I don't know. I just thought I think people hype him, but go ahead. Not only do I get so excited on Saturday night, like, half of the thrills leading up to the fight, not knowing what's going to happen, and when that bell rings in the first round, that's a miracle, man. That's a miracle. Yeah, no. I think someone missed. Do I watch? Yeah, I watch the fights. What I'm saying though is I don't go out of my way like to watch every single fight. I watch the fights that matter. So, but I'll pick and choose based on, you know, entertainment. Is it gonna give me entertainment value? Like, is anybody talking about Ammo Williams? That's on the undercard, right? Yeah.
Amo Williams and Adamas.
Hang on, I'm trying to fix the StreamYard mobile version. So if you want to just keep talking,
Okay.
let me know.
Yeah. No, I watch the fights. What I'm saying is I don't go out of my way. If I miss a fight, I just miss a fight. I'm going to watch the main event. I'm going to talk about it and the interesting fights, but not every single damn fight. I don't think people, you got these hardcores, man. I think that's what I'm saying. I don't know. You guys talk, but you guys don't even buy the fight. So it's funny how critical they are, you know? But I understand the excitement. Yeah, it's a big day. I mean, this is probably like a year, right? It's a Super Bowl of boxing. In the morning, you have Murtazaliev and Kelly.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna end the mobile live version because they can't hear you, Frank Bay. But on the desktop version, you guys can hear. So I'm gonna just cut the mobile version, and we'll just keep chopping it up here.
Okay.
So Frank, that should be a good fight. Jackie says.
Okay. Which one?
The ones that you just mentioned.
Yeah, man. I mean, I read the articles. I'm probably more hardcore than probably anybody that I'm talking with. I mean, when I go in depth, I mean, I read every article from Boxing Scene, Ring Magazine, wherever you can get good information.
I consider myself a casual too because just the other day I barely found out that Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard fought 3 times. I'm sort of ignorant to boxing history. Man,
see, I don't get it. Yeah, go ahead.
Like all this stuff, I'm like oblivious. After Canelo Trout, whenever that fight happened in like 2013, that's when I got involved into boxing.
Well, if you actually look at boxing in a whole, and I heard you talking about YouTube, you'll notice that at least I'd say, man, 70% of the content is usually around one fighter. People build their whole identity off of one fighter, from Canelo to Stank Davis to Davina Hanke. Dude, a lot of these people fool you. You think they know boxing, but they really don't. They just fought a one fighter and they'll just throw names. But as far as the history of the sport, I'm like you. I mean, because my uncles got me in the sport, right? So they knew Hector Camacho, Leonard, Ali. Like my uncles loved Ali, right? But when people talk about the history of the sport, I wasn't there to experience it. So how am I going to talk about getting excited for Ali or even early Tyson, right? Like I wasn't there for that. I wasn't. You know how you experience something, man, is your level of I believe your level of knowledge. Right? So when you were a kid, you didn't understand boxing. I didn't understand boxing. You know what I'm saying? I just was excited because my family was excited. I didn't understand boxing until I took it upon myself to really watch the fights, listen to the commentators, search the internet, hear what people said. So I don't disparage people because they don't know who fucking Jack Johnson beat. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of snobs. That's what I don't like is the boxing snobs. Frank, you don't know?
I was covering an old school fight, and it was one of those black and white footage, bro. They were UFC wrestling. They were like clinch. Every 30 seconds, they throw like a shovel uppercut, and then they go back into that clinch. I'm like, that's not boxing. That's fucking.
Well, I mean,
15 rounds. 15 rounds. Your style's gonna adjust to hold on to somebody and just be like, shovel uppercut, 30 seconds. Let me hold on to the person.
Well, yeah, the sport has evolved and changed. When I got into boxing, one of the first things like I really wanted to know, I got every book out of the library, and I tried to follow some of the history of the sport and how these organizations came to be. Yeah, salute HLD. But as far as go ahead,
come up with these nicknames, brother.
Man, I still
okay.
I've heard it before, so I'll just take it as my own. Nah, man. I mean, when I say that, people get pissed off. I think, look, man, I give guys like Davina Hanke and Shakur Twitterson their respect as being good, right? So they think, oh, you don't like them. Like, no, I think they're good fighters, but I don't like the way they move. I don't like their tactics. As far as picking fights, choosing fights, talking about Shakir Twitters and Devin Haney had a back and forth. So I was like, man, these guys are weak, man. I don't like how they move. I don't like how they talk.
Absolutely, Lance Meyer. The knowledge is relative, though. You can learn something from everyone. Absolutely. You can learn something from the worst teachers if they have 90% of bullshit, but 10% of actual good insight. You can take away that 10%, right? It's called.
Well, I'm going to have to disagree. I know what Lance is trying to say, but I'm going to disagree because you got to understand in these boxing streets, the boxing world, there's a lot of misinformation. There are a lot of people that will mislead you with a lot of false information. So, the knowledge, I'm saying the knowledge as far as like you wanna learn how to box, you wanna learn how to watch a fight, how to score a fight. You can go to the library and there's people that have written books. There's like Thomas Hauser. There a lot of people written books. There's a great book if you want to increase your boxing knowledge. Like I read Sugar Ray Robinson's biography.
I'm gonna write this shit down, bro.
It's called The Dark Light. It's one of the best boxing books. It's considered one of the best boxing books ever written.
What?
Yeah, really, it'll really open your eyes, bro, and you really start to understand the boxing game.
I love that shit, dude. I love that shit. I want to show a book here that I have. But back to my point about waking up excited as a motherfucker on Saturday. Half of the excitement is like the build-up leading up to the fight. The main event, man, my heart is beating through my chest. Like I'm up on my feet. I hardly like watching with people because I do get animated, man. It's just like it's something that I've been just doing since I was a kid, since watching the UFC. Like I'm jumping up and down in the living room like a fucking autistic kid, seriously. The fight happens, and then you get to go on all the boxing platforms in the post press conference, and you have even more content the day after. And especially if something, which always happens, there's always something new that happens when I'm watching a fight on Saturday. Like a referee not taking a point away from or Matias getting knocked down in the 5th round. So, when stuff like that happens and we have stuff to talk about that night, I'm up till like midnight, 2 a.m. deep in the trenches. The next day, it's like what I'm all the content I'm consuming is what happened the night before, different takes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Christmas to me, man. I'm stimulated all day.
About what you said, like how you can't wait to like now you have this avenue, right? Because the reality is not a lot of boxing fans, right? It's such a niche thing. So I always think and always say, man, did it really happen if you can't talk about it? Especially with boxing, right? So like you're watching the fight, but did it really happen if there's nobody to talk about it with?
Dang, I'm trying to look for this book that I had. It's called The Art of Fighting. There's a really powerful quote that I highlighted in the first couple pages. But bro, it's like, sometimes you read a book and you're like, I've been trying to articulate my thoughts, but I haven't been able to. And this author just said everything that I have been thinking and scrambling in my head, but he put it down in the most concise, clear sentence.
Yeah, is it a martial arts book?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so it's like the Tao Chi or the Tai Chi or whatever it is.
No. It's the art of boxing, fighting. Hang on a sec.
Oh, the art of fighting. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, I think the first rule is always avoid a fight, isn't it?
Absolutely, man. It's being.
I'll give you an anecdote. Bruce Lee. Tio's a big Bruce Lee fan. I think he'd be reading his books on stage. But Bruce Lee said,
do I like Bruce Lee? You can see that Bruce Lee.
The man.
The Bruce Lee, I have a poster here.
Oh, yeah. They did him dirty in that movie, though.
Yeah, right there. Right here. That's my boy, Bruce Lee. The reason why I like Bruce Lee is because the amount of people that he brought into the game of martial arts and how he transcended. Plus, he's from San Francisco, Oakland, so there's a lot of heroes around here. So I like him.
He did he wrote a lot of literature and philosophy as it came to fighting. He created well, not a fighting system, but he wrote, like you said, he wrote down all his ideas and thoughts about of fighting. But he would say, man, whenever you walk down a street, if you're walking down the street, you walk in the middle of the road, so you can avoid people jumping at you. I think because people were always challenging him, man.
Oh, dude, 100%. Like, you would rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in the middle of war. Like, you'd rather know how to fight and not use your
Exactly.
than not know how to fight and be in a situation where that needs to come out. So yeah, man, but boxing is different, bro, because let me tell you, Frank, because I come from a wrestling background and a jiu-jitsu. A lot of humbling stuff goes on there. But in boxing, your ego's built up like that. You can beat up anybody. So boxers walk around with a different attitude. Hardly ever are they humbled because their fathers are taking them to sparring to fight just boxing, right? And then they're getting the better of their sparring partners. So some boxers are not as humble as you may think, and not like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, well, he was more of a martial artist, philosopher, martial artist, and boxing is a lot of ego. Like you said, man. Anytime I've been in a boxing gym, it's very
all egotistical, man.
Macho. It's super macho.
Everybody's sizing you up. Everybody's sizing
there
you
up. There is, man. One time, I was in Southern California, and I was visiting, and I wanted to go to a boxing gym. I was just a kid, but I didn't really know much better. So I just walked into the gym, and the guy, he was like, I was like, yeah, I just want to hit the bag, did a workout. He's like, you want to get some work in? Like my first day there. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, I want to. But then I called my uncle and asked him because, he fights. And he was like, bro, they're sizing you up. They just look at you as food. They're going to use you for their guys. I was like, oh, now I get it. They weren't really there
that's every boxing gym ever.
They weren't there to train me. They were there to kind of like build me up and then throw me in with their guys to get work. I said, oh shit, I would have got fucked up.
They wanted to get a live body in the ring to
exactly to feed their little amateurs and get me beat up.
Fucking assholes.
And bro. I'm thinking they were there to help me. I'm like, oh, this guy really wants to help me.
Cabrones, bro.
What's going on, HLD? 10 days away from
Christmas.
Man,
I just realized that my boy did me dirty, Mill City.
What happened?
Well, you put up that video up there. You were talking about him calling Teo.
Yeah.
And he blocked I was on the panel right there with him, and he blocked me with Teo's picture.
Oh shit.
Man,
Frank, you hear that? We're Teo's really accessible. He's gonna do a lot of interviews today. Is that right?
They're gonna have a little, I think they call it a trunket where they're gonna give all these media guys a StreamYard link so they can have their one-on-ones with Teo.
Oh, okay. Check this out, HLD. This is what I caught from the interview, the most important piece.
I ain't really doing too much, just here and there, but not so much.
You normally do more. It seems like you're more locked in this camp.
Well, none of this shit matters what I was winning. That's it. You know what I mean? So I'd rather have people miss me than me always be on the scene. But
I would rather have people miss me than me always be on the scene. He knows what's at stake at this.
Oh, of course, man. I was surprised that he picked up you. This happened. He called him, man. I think it was like 12:30 midnight or something like that. When he called him, like, bro, he's at the gym right now, bro. That's why he probably ain't gonna pick up. But a senior picked up. So I'm like, okay.
Okay. What do you do on your Saturdays when you have a big fight?
It all depends, man.
Do you like to?
I like the family. I like the family atmosphere. I really do. You have everybody over, everybody talking their own, because we're all opinionated, so we're gonna have, the room is gonna be split one way or the other. So it's fun, bro. It's fun having everybody eating, talking shit. And then when the fight comes in, there's a climax. If it's a great fight, you get a climax and everybody's like, yo, go, yo, all that yelling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the fight, it's like you get that adrenaline drop, and everybody's just ready to go home.
Yeah. And then we get to watch the post press conference. One that comes to mind is Tank and Ryan. Remember when they exchanged phone numbers, like after the fight, at the press conference? Like they became buddies after hating each other.
Yeah, that was kind of gay because they're not really buddies at all. I think Ryan just hey, I took a major L, so I'm gonna I'm gonna play it off.
Ryan said he knew he lost prior, like in the locker room, and I believe him when he probably wasn't like hydrated, didn't have any of the energy. So
the thing is that Ryan gave him good 2-3 rounds. I'm not gonna. Ryan was doing good, bro. Is that he got ridiculous, getting overly excited, trying to go at Tank like that and overcommitting. Had he not done that, he was doing well, bro, because he was tagging Tank.
Man, 10 days away. Yeah, nothing matters. I'm trying to hang on to that quote that Tio just said. Nothing really matters if we don't win. He's taking it very seriously. He knows the pressure that's on him. That's what I wanted to hear.
He always knows. He's his biggest critic, man. You're talking about Bruce Lee, bro. He's a number one Bruce Lee follower of his philosophy, man. That's everything is about Bruce Lee for him, bro. Everything, including his writing. He does his own little journal and shit. It's because he really believes in that stuff.
Okay. Let's see what the rest of the interview goes like.
Well, Shakur needs it. Everybody needs to know what he could have been. Yeah, that's all. So we'll talk about it more.
All right, brother. Well, yo, have a good night, man, and you already know, stay blessed.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, though, man, just hit him up. Matchroom, however it works, whoever you have contact with. I would say text them now, because if they're in the UK right now, it's good timing.
You're right.
Yeah, so I would say hit them up, contact them, or if you got Keith Connolly's number, text them.
So he's going to be doing online interviews today?
Right. He was supposed to today at 12. They're going to send out to the media guys, a StreamYard link, and they can, have their one-on-one interview.
Frank, who do you have winning in the fight?
Between Tio and Shakira? Look, man, I want Tio to win for sure. But if I had to put money, actually, I'd bet on Tio because the underdog. But if you ask who I think is going to win, I think just because it seems like everybody's has their scorecards filled out, that Shakira can literally jab and grab and run, and he's going to win. Not because he's the better fighter, but just he's gonna be able to sneak out a win.
Pick one. Who's gonna walk out with their
Shakira Twitterson. Believe me, I think that the best thing for boxing is Teofimo to win. So I'm rooting for Teofimo 100%.
Yeah,
there's not a
for boxing is for when underdogs win. Absolutely.
If it's controversial, I'm gonna be like, nah, fuck that guy. You can't pitter patter and run around the ring and get a win. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's a sweet science. It's hit and not get hit. If it's controversial, then I'm not going to appease people just so that they say, oh, I told you Tio was gonna get washed. Because even if it's close, they're gonna say Tio got washed. Just listen to what I'm saying. When you talk boxing, and if Shakir just barely ekes out a win, they're gonna claim he whipped Tio's ass, and there was no doubt, huh?
They're gonna say it was a masterclass if he said
exactly
with 10 punches or whatever.
What comes to mind to me is, can somebody point out what version of Shakur that we've seen in the past and what fight will beat Tio? In what fight? What version of that Shakur will beat Teo?
Darrell Washington, we need you to jump on the panel. We need some advocates on Shakur's behalf because it's I think boxing is better when the underdog wins. Like Dalton Smith beating Matias. Now people want to see him with these other fighters, and I think it just kind of stirs the pot. And yeah, boxing is better when you have a more exciting, come forward pressure type of fighter. So if you want to come up here and let us know what you think that Shakur is going to do to win the fight, how he's going to
and you could answer my question. Which version and what fight in the past have you seen Shakur do that's going to beat Teo? I like to know which one it is.
Bobos has this comment saying, Truck, you don't seem excited for Cruz versus Murataya. Am I wrong? I am excited for that. That is a good filler. But for me, man, there is so much riding on this Teo versus Shakur fight. Like, this is the cream of the crop. We're not going to see a sort of bout like this for another 4 to 5 years. I'm hoping this sets a precedent for other fighters to take the fight, under 30 years old, in the prime of their career. It doesn't get better than this. The buildup and the anticipation. Murataya and Cruz is definitely a filler for me. But man, I'm like, this is World Cup status. You're not gonna see a fight of this magnitude for another 4 years because they can't happen that often, and they don't happen that often.
And
you need the backstory to build up, and you need Virgil and Boots would be a really good one. But if I had to pick Teo Shakur versus Virgil Boots, I'm picking Teo and Shakur for me.
And that entire day is stacked with great fights. I mean, we got Backroom and Josh Kelly. We got Xander unifying with Barras, and then we got this full card. It's going to be a great day of boxing, man. A great day of boxing.
Well, it'll be a great day if Teofimo wins.
Yo, that's like a 7-course meal. It's not the cherry on the top, bro. I'm cool with it. I know Teo's gonna win.
You know what, man? I just really want to drink the tears of all these Shakur Twitter send people. Right? Like that's gonna be the best part. I mean,
bro. I'm gonna go on every panel, drop that super chat. Y'all motherfuckers.
Well, they're not gonna
boxing.
They're not gonna show up. They're not gonna show up, and even if they do, they're gonna. I don't know. They're already saying Teo's making excuses, but I think what the excuses will be for Twitterson.
Berto, I got you a wrench. What do you think about the fight? 10 days away from our Christmas.
Yo,
Christmas.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, yep.
Unfortunately.
Now, shout out Truck, man. I fuck with what you're doing. I try to tune in whenever you go live, but sometimes it's a little hard with like working, these day shows, but I think you bring a good perspective into the game. Yeah, it's what are you guys talking about again? The fight this weekend, the Murataya and the Cruz?
Yeah, we're talking about how that's a sort of a filler leading up to January 31st, and Teo versus Shakur.
Well, shit, that's a hell of a filler then. If that's a filler, because I think this could be its own. I don't view it as like a appetizer. This could be the whole entree. You know what I'm saying? Like, boxing fans know this fight could steal the whole show because. I view the Cubans, they dominate the Olympic scene. We know they usually medal gold, but that's 4-round fighting, right? That doesn't necessarily always transition into the pros, right? How many Rigondeaux are there? How many Joao Casamayors? How many Lauras are there? Not many, right? So I think a lot of the cats who are saying, Cruz is this, because everywhere I go, everyone's like the consensus is Cruz. And comfortably, most people are saying 8-4, but now I gotta tell you, man, I think it's really a 50-50 fight because Murataya, he's under that Robert Garcia Bam tutelage. I'm not saying he's Bam before y'all go crazy, but I'm saying there is some similarities. Like even when Rayo had that one training camp with Robert Garcia, and he turned into Rayo Checo against Pitbull when he got that WBA strap at 40. And so I think their styles are really similar, right? Murataya has good movement. He has a good jab. But I think the problem with Murataya is he doesn't have that next gear, right? I made a good comparison yesterday on Johnny's show. It's like, when you're going on those like freeway and you have to merge on those on-way ramps, you could fucking floor that Honda, Toyota, Nissan. That motherfucker's not moving, no matter how hard you floor it. But if you have a Mercedes or a Hellcat Dodge Charger, right? I haven't seen Murataya have that next gear. And but to me, the fight's gonna come down to which guy can stick and establish their game plan. Um, yeah, like I said, I think Cruz, his resume is also very thin. It's thinner than Marco's hair. Like who has he beat? You know what I'm saying? He beat a washed up Moran that fucking Devin Haney knocked out, almost put him on his ass. And so I'm not sold on the Cruz kid. I think he does possess the abilities to win, but he has to show me. He has like 6 fights for fucking sake. Like
okay, you're saying it's not an appetizer, it's not a blooming onion. It's some boneless buffalo chicken wings leading up for a steak and
it's
and
a
some crab.
50-50 fight, bro. That's a 50-50 fight. Murataya.
No, what I'm trying to say, Alberto, is that the build, like lead up, it's a great fight, of course, man. I'm gonna be so excited. I love Olympic gold medal wrestling and boxing when they go into the UFC and in professional boxing. Like I can't get enough of the most technical shit. And the storyline here is, can the Murataya's professional swagger and style be enough to catch Andy Cruz in the later rounds? I think is what the consensus is.
It's
I think I'm
50-50,
going with
man.
Cruz. I'm going with Cruz. I don't think it's as 50-50 because Cruz is really good, bro.
He's good. My problem with my thing with Murataya is, bro, he's been at this way too long, and in his last year and a half, in the last few fights of his, that you can tell that's taken a toll on him. He looks sluggish. His punches are not snappy. And as far as that gear, you're right. He doesn't have a next gear. He reminds me of? He reminds me of Santillán. He's just there. He's got power, but he's stuck at second gear, and that's it.
What's up, Washington? Is this Smoke from Seattle? Washington,
the guy that was in the chat right now.
Okay. Oh, Darrell Washington. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, you're up here on the panel. If you want to advocate on Shakur's behalf, we need someone at least. It can't be all T.O. because
Shakur just too fast for T.O.
Hey, come on, that hand speed.
He got defense, man. That's what win. A defense fighter always going to beat an offensive fighter, no matter what. Even you in the alley and you fighting, a defense fighter going to put work on you.
Man, I hit you with a brick in the alley if you running.
So Shakur's defense is not gonna allow T.O. to. Is he, man?
I'm still waiting for somebody to answer me my question. Which one? Did somebody answer it yet? Which version of Shakur and what past fight is the type that's gonna beat T.O.?
I'll say the cable guy when he fought the cable guy.
Josh Padley.
Oh, the electrician?
Yeah.
Lord child.
That was like 22 days notice, if I'm correct.
48-hour notice, had to melt himself down because he was fighting at 140. He melted himself down to 135. And it still lasted 9 rounds with the greatest pound for pound fighter.
Did he, Darrell Washington? Did he hurt his hand in that fight against Padley?
I think so.
What are you concerned at all about his fragile hands?
Nah, because he signed the contract, so you ready to fight.
Yeah, let's
so
go.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Excuses for your mom and your daddies not trying to get a whooping. But when you sign that contract, everything's out the window. You ready to fight?
Yeah. So I'm with that 100%. So when fighters say like they didn't want to take that fight or they were forced into it, no. You sign a contract, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Well, I mean, you guys saw how long it took for them to announce it because he was.
But a couple times when I've been watching Shakur's fight, I've seen him like he'll bust his hand and then he'll like when he's resetting, he like shakes it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's hurt.
He didn't do that versus Zepeda, surprisingly, right? I don't think he did. Did he? Did we see any like squinting or anything like that? I didn't. I noticed that with Padley, but I don't think I noticed that with Zepeda.
Zepeda, his hand was 100% ready.
Yeah, but look, man, the hand shit I don't buy. I don't know if you guys ever played sports. If you ever played sports with the guy who always faked an injury, like if he made a bad play, he would like shake his foot, like to try to like excuse it.
Hey man, I've been drinking and that's why I missed weight. That type of shit.
Yeah, I mean these guys, some of these guys, they have built-in excuses like, oh, I woke up, my leg was sore. Like, okay, bro, there's athletes like that. They can't they can't allow themselves to lose or fail, so they make an excuse like, oh, my neck was sore this morning.
Bro,
I played with guys like that.
Frank, I wrestled with a kid who had a thumb injury that stopped him from going collegiate. Like every excuse in the world.
Yeah, there's guys you played with. Anybody who's played sports in their lifetime, whether they're little league, high school, collegiate, guys like that. Somehow they make a bad play and then they shake their thumb. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. We know you're just having a built-in excuse.
Hold real quick. Not to switch the conversation. Well, not really, because we're speaking on the Teo Shakur. Trug, did you get a chance to see that the video with Teo that dropped yesterday in DAZN? They were kind of following him along. He was getting trained, and then he went to the get a massage therapy done and shit like that.
He did Pilates, a workout.
Nah, he was getting like the Cairo was like giving him like some recovery massages and shit. But
yeah, I seen that in Miami. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. I think when the fight first got announced, I was one of the people who was saying, Shakur is gonna. I don't like the style, but it's legal, so I thought Shakur was gonna be on his back foot and he was gonna make Teo look silly, right? Skills pay the bills and all that shit, right? But the more that the fight gets closer, the more of these videos that I see, I think Teo is saying the right things. I think Teo knows, like even yesterday, he was when he was in the ring sparring, he was saying, we got a runner. Like Teo knows what he's up against. I think I've never seen Teo this locked in. And we all know, like you love him or hate Teo, right? When he locks in, he delivers greatness. I'm not even going to say good. I'm going to say greatness. Like, we're going to talk about this guy in 20, 30 years. And Teo's mentality right now is just super focused, right? He's saying, he was telling the interview guy, like, when I hang my gloves up, I want people, I don't want any boxers to accomplish what I did. It's going to take a special boxer 20, 30, 40 years from now to do what I did. And so I think Teo is super locked in for this fight. I'm starting to favor Teo, man. Because I think there's only one way that Shakur could win the fight, and that's on the back foot from outside. He's not going to be in the middle to inside range. Shakur has to basically be retreating the whole fight, right? That's the only way Shakur wins. No one's saying Shakur's going to stop Teo. Nobody.
Wait, Washington. Wait up. Alberto, great point.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, Chuck, I think Teo has multiple ways to win the fight. I think Teo can pepper him to a decision, counter his ass, make him look silly, and I'm going to be on the record. I think Teo could even stop him because
now
I don't
that sounds funny. Now that sounds funny.
Well, hold on, radio. Let me say this, right? Shakur, y'all gonna say that it was he stepped on his foot, but Zepeda almost dropped him in the third round if it wasn't for the ropes. And so I think Shakur, his chin is a little suspect. I've never seen it get touched before by a fighter that possesses the ability and the skill sets of Teo. And so I think Teo, I'm starting to lean towards Teo. I don't know.
Okay.
That's your opinion. No, my opinion. Yeah. My opinion is Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah. No, Darrell, I want to say appreciate you for jumping on the panel because I've seen you in the comments before, and you know that I'm wanting Teofimo to win, and a lot of us here on the panel are wanting Teo to win. So at least you're not just hating and and you came on the panel to speak your piece.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, you think Shakur's
Clark, can I say this too? I'm only favoring Teo to win because that's the kind of boxing I like to see. Like, I don't really like to see the retreating, overly defensively responsible boxing. Like, that's cool, but that's not really combat fighting. That's not what boxing really is. I know it's hit and don't get hit, but it's also about inflicting damage. And I feel like those guys, like, they're not really there to hit their opponent. They're there to not get hit. That's their priority.
So you telling me you just looking for a knockout,
No,
not the whole, not the whole picture, box in, box out, using your jab. You just want to see a knockout.
No, I didn't say, no. I don't want to just see Rock'em Sock'em, but man, you got to give me some action too. Like you're gonna sit up here and tell me that fight, the Shakur that fought De Los Santos, you want that? You want all boxers to fight like that?
He boxed in and boxed out. He used his game plan. He boxed in and boxed out. Look at the video, man. The video don't lie.
Against who?
De Los Santos when he ran the whole night.
Bro, man, you got to use another example. But
he boxed in. He boxed in and boxed out.
Bro,
I'm just using what he said. Shakur boxed in and boxed out. He used his jab.
My man, he sucked ass in that fight.
But who won? Who won? That's the end of the story.
Whatever. The money man won. That's who won. The man who's got more investment in behind him. That's why he won. That shit
last time we checked, Shakur Stevenson won.
That's what I'm saying. He won because he's the more invested fighter.
And I think HOD got a point because didn't do the same shit but Canelo won that fight?
Yeah.
By his logic, Shakur should have won against Canelo.
Yo, shout out to Roy 1400 and Tyron Doss. New names in the comment section. Appreciate you guys leaving some comments. Yeah, Darrell Washington is favoring Shakur to win based off of his defensive and defensive maneuvers and how good he is and doesn't get hit. I mean, he's favored to win 3-1. I don't know why it's hard for people to understand that Shakur doesn't have it. I mean, he's favored to win 3-1 by Vegas odds. That means something. I always look at that because more often than not, they're right.
We'll see. We'll see, man. I agree with one thing Alberto just said. I see Teo having more avenues to go at Shakur than Shakur has to go at Teo. It's only one way that we're going to see Shakur try to go at Teo. He ain't going to fight Teo like the way he fought Zepeda. He ain't going to fight Teo the way he fought Padley. He ain't going to fight Teo. He ain't.
That Alberto said. I'm trying to find that footage of
Which
him yesterday. One? He said that he was getting a massage. The only thing that I have is
it was a very basic thing. He didn't give us much, bro. He didn't give us much. If you go back to that Barboza fight, he did the same thing, like, you know, a day with Teo, kind of like, and he started off with a cold dunk, and then after that he did a little bit of masseuse, and he wasn't giving us much. Like, he's not giving us much inside the gym.
Yeah, I do like what I heard in that interview with Mill City. None of this matters if he doesn't get the win. I would rather have people miss me than what would he say, like, be in front of people or whatever. Like,
he's like that, man.
Champ Ross. 45 minutes ago, we have a new Ring Magazine video. Let's go. This is what I'm going to be covering every single day leading up to the fight.
Escape, you'll know the talk is officially.
This Ring Magazine. Oh, I know. I recognize his voice. This is another boxing content creator from the UK.
Over, and on January the 31st, we're getting the fight that everyone has been waiting for. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. This is a major title fight, and it's a collision between two of the biggest egos and two of the most talented men in the entire sport. Unlike we've seen...
That's a fact. This is the matchup of the biggest egos in boxing.
With some super fights in the past, these guys are both still in their prime and are ready to put it all on the line inside one of boxing's most iconic venues, Madison Square Garden. However, this isn't just another belt on the line, it's about who actually owns the...
Yeah, I mean, this is some World Cup shit that you'll see every 4 years. Crawford and Canelo absolutely was a mega fight, but when you have them under 30, like when you're under 30 years old in the peak of your career, that's proper boxing. DAZN picked him up and great stuff. Yo, that's what I thought. So Champ Ross says that the voice that I recognize in this video here is proper boxing. Yeah, man, there's a lane. I know I've been following him for a minute. But as I was saying, it's gonna be a long time before something like this ever happens again.
Yeah,
Hopefully we get to see Virgil Ortiz and Boots would be similar, but I don't even think that would be on the level of this.
Nah, they got to get some accomplishments.
Right.
I mean, for me, I'm one of these people like, okay, I want the fight. Yeah, I really don't. But honestly, if I'm being honest, like they both should get a belt. I know some people say it don't matter, but I think in this case, it should be for like a unification, for the ring lineal title. So I think those things still matter. So yeah, Teo's the lineal champ. Shakur, I know he's not. Is he lineal? He's not lineal at 135, right? But he has been in the past. Am I right or wrong?
HLD.
What? I think Shakur has been, he unified. So he has some accomplishments, but and they're both pound for pound. Well, no, right now I think Teo was pound for pound, and they threw him off and replaced him with Davina Hankey. But in my opinion, he's pound for pound. He was on pound for pound. When was the last time that happened? Was it Beterbiev and Bivol?
Yep.
And Nui, he's never fought a pound for pound guy, right? And I don't think Usyk has he? Another pound for pounder?
No.
I mean, pound for pound to me, like it's just for commercial use.
Yo, Bobo says I'm more excited about Navarrete versus Nunes, guaranteed action.
Oh well, yeah, that's an absolute banger. There's no doubt.
Okay. You can expect a lot of action there. It's just you don't know what's going to happen with Teo versus Shakur. We're predicting Shakur to run on the back foot, but what if he meets him halfway, man?
Nah, man, this guy on Darrell, it just said he's the best defensive. Didn't I tell you this was going to happen? These guys were going to come out of the woodworks. It remind me if defense scores points.
Yes, they do. They win championship.
Do they score points though?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They win championship.
No, yes, but is defense purely defensive scoring?
Yeah, in football, if you intercept the ball, pick up a fumble, it's a touchdown.
Okay, that's a fair point. What about other sports?
And basketball, if you steal the pass, you don't stole the game.
But that's not scoring though.
Hey, they took away a point.
No, but it's not scoring. Again, is defense is scoring?
Yes.
No.
In football, yes, you do. In football, if defense intercepts the ball, pick up a fumble,
that's just one sport.
That's what
you don't win the game unless you score, bro.
Exactly.
You don't win the game. You don't win the game unless you score, man.
You can't hit a motherfucker. You frustrated.
Hey, when
but you're not scoring.
You gotta score.
I'm frustrating you, man. I'm taking you out of your character.
Okay. And again, you can't answer. Is it?
Yeah,
look, man.
I did answer when I brought up football.
Okay, you don't have to scream, homie. Like I'm having a conversation with you.
I'm not screaming, my brother.
You're getting a little animated.
No, that's cartoons.
That's nah. Let's talk.
That's passion, Washington.
We is talking.
I can hear the passion.
Well, look, man, Funchuck. Didn't I say it? Look, Darrell, did you? Are you putting your money where your mouth is? Are you even going to buy this fight?
Yeah, no, I'm going to the fight.
You're going to the fight.
I would be there personally to watch.
Let's see the tickets.
Hey, okay. Are you one of the?
I sure can't get to you.
Hey, are you one of the fortunate?
I will be there.
Of the 300 tickets
that's my word. I will be there in the tent. I can send you pictures.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to send pictures. You can just show the ticket stub. I mean, you can actually pick that off the ground. But what I'd rather see is your betting slip because you're so confident. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that Shakira is gonna wash Teo? Oh, he's gone. See, he bounced. once you apply the pressure on these guys, they bounce.
Oh, Washington.
You saw what
Washington,
Shakur did, right?
I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll talk another time. Washington, please come back.
Or come back. Maybe he just dropped off by accident. You know
maybe.
We can't have it all, Tio.
Hey, but Shakur bought 300 tickets to bring fans in, bro.
Well, maybe he was one of the fortunate ones.
Because it's gonna be a Tio crowd, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a Tio crowd.
So I pulled up some stats here via Grok on Shakur Stevenson. Opponent punches landed per round at around 5.4 on average against his previous opponents. One of the lowest among championship level fighters.
Keep on reading though. Look what it said with William Cepeda.
William Cepeda landed about 22.6 per round. That's a lot. So he's averaging 5.4 landed punches on him. For those that are watching and listening, but Cepeda got 22.6 per round.
Bro, that's high, bro. 22 punches
really
a round.
High. 22 punches per round is what Teofimo's averaging. Okay. Often cited as the lowest in boxing at around 13 and 17% in various reports. Opponent connect percentage. Plus minus differential. He leads active boxers with plus 20.2, meaning he significantly outlands opponents while getting hit far less. I mean, you can attribute that to the competition, because when it stepped up in competition, this shit went down, right?
I mean, totally.
When he stepped up in competition and took Cepeda.
Well, look who he beat for his 135 title. If you can search, who did Shakira beat for his 135 title?
You thought the Japanese guy was it, or who was it?
That's what that's what I'm getting to. But I just want the people to see, because these guys get on here, but they don't ever give you that context.
Shakur Stevenson won the WBC lightweight 135 by defeating Edwin De Los Santos.
Damn, bro, and that was the vacant title fight.
Jackie says Yoshino.
I thought it was Yoshino, but
that's what I thought.
Here, let me go on BoxRec. Give me a second.
Yeah, well, let's go on BoxRec. Sometimes AI fucks up.
More than sometimes, I promise you.
Yeah.
And his mentality, people don't talk about Shakir's mentality. He's a whiny bitch. No, I'm dead serious, man. I mean, I know people say, "Oh, don't trash fighters, don't." But can't you call it like you see it? When we see athletes in sports, we talk about baseball players or football players quitting or having a bad performance, right?
Yeah.
Why do people? You can't trash fighters. You can't talk about them. Why do? Go ahead.
It was versus De Los Santos, the vacant title.
Washington. You weren't raising your voice. I could just hear the passion in your who you choosing.
You got Washington. You gotta. I don't know if you've been on panels or anything, bro. But you just gotta be more. You gotta be thick-skinned up on these panels, bro.
Nah. I'm not mad at all, man. I'm not. That's your opinion. You got your opinion. I got my opinion.
Hey, did you fall off by accident, or is it that you clicked off the link?
No, I got kicked off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So that's what I thought. All right, man. No big deal, man. But but it was versus De Los Santos for the vacant.
You're going to be going to the fight. Are you going to be going like at 2 or 3 p.m. and watching the prelims? What type of guy are you?
Oh no. I'm not going to that. I'll be in the sky going to. I'm flying in from Denver.
Okay.
Oh man, all right.
What made you purchase tickets? Go to New York? Did you buy the tickets before the undercard was announced?
No, I bought the ticket when the daddy and Shakur was getting into it. Now the daddy is selling the fight. T.O. daddy is selling the fight because he's funny. Now if you just listen to that man funny. He'll have you laughing because he say some crazy stuff. You be scratching your head like this old man really talking like that. And
so you bought the tickets. You bought the tickets the day they came out. That was the same day.
Yeah, that's when I bought it.
Okay, man, I'm excited for you. Let me know how HLD is going to be there too.
So what was the Yoshino fight? That was just his first fight at.
Yeah, that was his first fight.
Okay.
So they gave him Yoshino, and then they gave him a vacant title fight because Devin Haney ended up vacating.
That's right.
Actually, I think didn't he get stripped because he decided to go to 140 because he was his mandatory.
I think they're both each other's hardest test. It's not even a question.
For who? For Tio and
both of these fighters, yeah.
I haven't seen Shakur perform at no level of a Lomachenko, bro. I'm sorry, I haven't.
So Washington, we pulled up here on the stats. He usually gets hit around 5.4 times per round, but against Zepeda, he got hit 22.6 per round.
Nah, he was just trying to prove a point with Zepeda. He was just trying to prove what everybody was talking about him. That's all he did. Just made.
See, I don't buy that.
He was a fighter.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. He said he was going to stand in the pocket. And
see, I don't. Nah,
he can't crack an egg, bro.
But I don't buy that. I don't see, man. That's the thing. Like you can believe that, or you can choose not to believe it. I don't believe it. I think he was in the guy throwing 1,000 punches, and he didn't really have an answer except lay on the ropes, and that's why he was getting tagged. So when someone says, "Oh yeah, I wanted to give the fans that," I don't buy that bullshit. That's what Fraud Mayrunner said when Cotto was piecing him up. Oh, I just wanted to give the fans the excitement. Like that's bullshit. You got to give credit to Zepeda for making the fight, not Stevenson for finally trading. That's not what happened.
Zepeda won respect.
Yep.
Yeah, but to say that, oh, I wanted to give the fans excitement, I don't believe that, because right after that he said, I'm never fighting like that again.
Christ, wait, Frank, I'm looking at the stats, and Zepeda threw 979 punches in a 12-round.
Exactly.
Battle.
So you can't sit there and tell me that was Shakur's choice. He was forced into that.
But he adapted and won. But he adapted and won.
This is even crazy. How about this stat? Edwin De Los Santos' opponent landed a record 40 total punches in a 12-round fight.
Yeah.
That's not a record that you want to be proud of here. But, I mean, it takes two to tango. So, Edwin De Los Santos, what if Tio, Washington, what if Tio does what Edwin De Los Santos did? Wait like a counterpuncher in the middle of the ring.
Nah, he gonna lose. He gonna lose. He gonna lose with
that
Shakur.
way as well.
He gonna lose that way with counterpuncher, and they both counterpuncher. That's why I said Shakur is faster when they counterpunch. It's gonna be a nightmare for Tio.
I don't know what word you think that Shakur is faster than Tio.
Man, you gonna see on the 31st.
I'm gonna have to see it because I don't.
Yeah, both of
That's
you.
your
never
opinion.
been known. Shakur's never been known for speed.
That's your
both
opinion.
of you guys are going to be there. I'm going to be chopping it up here on a live stream. I'm definitely going to cover that. But yeah, Washington, I wake up on a Saturday excited like a motherfucker. Like I start planning out the rest of my day, what I'm going to eat, how I'm going to work out, make sure everything's done before 7 p.m. because I'm not going to miss a minute of that.
So you're gonna be organized, huh?
Oh, dude.
You already got your game plan figured out, huh?
Yeah, and after the fight, I'll be watching the press conference. I'll be watching what all the content creators put up. I like the behind the scenes type of footage, like all of that.
Nah, that's what's up.
Shakur has more IQ. That's a fact. Shakur's got reflexes like a cat, man.
You know, they say, I mean, that's such a generic, he has more IQ. IQ of what, man? People just throw that he has more ring IQ, but they don't elaborate. And Tio's been in with better fighters. So how does he lack ring IQ if he's been in with better fighters and beat them?
Yo, there's another name I haven't recognized. Snake. I'm a Tio fan, but my soul, Shakur is gonna blink him 12-0.
I told you these guys were going to come in, but they won't put their money where their mouth is. Like, I don't even know if Darrell is going to bet the house on it.
Hell no, I'm never gonna bet my house.
But you're so confident. I mean, if I was that confident,
I'm talking about if me and you was fighting, hell yeah, I'm gonna bet on myself to beat your ass. But somebody else, yeah, I
you
might
sound
put up
like you
1,000.
can't fight. I don't know. I don't believe you can fight.
I can fight, man. I'll put up 1,000. I'll put up 1,000 on Shakur, but if me and you was fighting, hell yeah, I'm gonna put my.
Well, show the bet slip. I want to see the bet slip of you putting
my house on you.
Put 1,000. Are you putting? Did you actually bet $1,000 on it?
No, I ain't betting $1,000 on nobody.
Well, what are you betting? I mean, you're so confident.
If I had your confidence, man, we got cash up. What you want?
No. That's the thing is that I have. Well, no, I'm level-headed and I think intelligently, logically. Like I'm not.
We could bet a dinner if you want.
Why would I bet you? Why would I bet you when I can get money at the sports book? I can get 3-1 odds for Teo.
We could bet a dinner too. We could bet a dinner.
No. See, now you're choosing a cowardly way out. I'm saying you have so much confidence.
You just said. I'm asking your question.
The loser gets to take a body shot from me. I'm just joking.
No, I'm just saying these guys.
I might have to put my pistol out. You hit my
You're so confident. You're so confident. I would be like, I would imagine you put everything on Shakur, at least a G. I mean, that's what I would think. I mean, unless you don't really believe it.
If me and you was in the ring fighting, yeah, I'm gonna bet the house.
Now, see, you don't really believe it.
Shakur, I bet 1,000. Come on, man, be realistic.
Listen, Frank, if you bet 1,000, you're only going to win $300 back. That's
no. No, I'm saying this guy. That's what Front Truck. I told you this before. These guys, they don't really believe what they're saying. Huh?
You do believe what we're saying. You just
mad
not
putting your money where your mouth is.
You just mad when somebody said
you're not putting your money where your mouth
is.
And
they said T.O. ain't going to win.
You don't really believe it because if you did, you would bet it. Then bet it and show us. Okay, show us the betting slip where you put 1,000 up because you really believe it.
In Washington, like I said, it's a
man,
bad bet.
I believe Shakur gonna whoop T.O. ass.
But you're not willing to bet it, so you don't really believe it.
I do believe it. If I'm going in the fight, I do believe it. I could
maybe you don't understand what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying. You saying bet it. I'm asking you. If me and you was fighting, yeah, I bet the house. But somebody else, I'm not gonna put my money on him.
He's trying to say
because you don't really believe it.
I do believe it. I do believe Shakur gonna whoop T.O. ass.
And put your money where your mouth is.
Frank, I got
to put your money where your mouth is.
That's why I asked you want to bet a dinner? Me and you could bet.
Get the fuck out of it with a dinner. I don't want your fucking dinner. I want to see you.
Okay,
but man, you really believe
you just blowing smoke. That's all I see.
No, you are, and you just got exposed.
Somebody's ear. You just blowing smoke in somebody's ear.
Nah, I think it's you. You lack faith and belief in Shakira. I get it. I wouldn't either.
Nah, I'm betting on Shakur. I bet Shakur gonna whoop T.O. ass. I say it's gonna be.
Then
7-5.
Put your money where your mouth is and get a G on it.
7-5. Shakur gonna win
bet 1,000 on it. Let's see the belief. Let's actually see proof of that belief then.
Man, you talking like a car salesman. You talking like a car salesman trying to sell a car to somebody that don't want it.
Well, no, it's obvious you don't really believe it. So, thank you.
I do believe it. I do believe
it. Let me try to. The thing is,
you just sound like a girl begging for some money. Come on.
It's out of his control.
Let's go to the next topic.
I don't really like to bet on fights too because it kind of takes the emotion out of it. Like I said, I'm waking up on Saturday from like my World Cup, my Christmas. If I have money, even if it's a $20 bet, it will still.
Yeah, but Fun Truck, the thing is I'm just trying to prove a point that these guys that are talking, they swear they believe in Shakira this much, but they won't put their money where their mouth is. And what I'm trying to expose is that if it's controversial, these guys will come in with all these fake ass scorecards. Oh yeah, to prove the Shakira win. So when they say this and it's controversial, I want to see their bet slips so that we know if they were, really put their money where their mouth is and can really speak with being genuine of how they scored the fight.
I'm gonna change the subject here. We're gonna look at the box rec opponents and see. This is what I like to do before fights. I'll look at their opponents and see how many stars they have in the recent fights. So Teo hasn't fought against Shakur, obviously not, but Arnold Barboza Jr. is a 5-star ranked fighter on BoxRec. That's one 5-star fighter. Vasily is a second 5-star ranked fighter on his box rec. And any notable names here? Steve Claggett, 4-star. Jermaine Ortiz, 4-star. Josh Taylor, 4-star. Sandor Martin, 4-star. I think that's kind of crazy that they have Barboza as a 5-star fighter and Sandor Martin is a 4-star fighter. So he's got 2 5-stars on his box rec. We look at Shakur's resume. William Cepeda is a 5-star fighter. And then it goes down to 3-star ranked fighter Josh Padley. De Los Santos is a 4-star. Oscar Valdez is a 5-star fighter. So they both have 2 5-star ranked fighters on box rec. I don't think Valdez and Cepeda and Barboza are 5-star ranked fighters, but so they're both equal in the 5-star fighters that they face.
Yeah, but we got to put context to that. We know Shakir is a weight bully. You know, we know he was like 3 times the size of those guys. I mean, look at the Oscar Valdez was a midget compared to him that night. And and Tio, when he's facing the 5-star or 4-star, he's moving up in weight. You know, he beat Josh Taylor and Barboza moving up in weight. You can see he's clearly the smaller guy in there. So, you got to put context to the stars.
Okay.
And when he actually faced somebody 135, a higher weight class, equal in probably athletic ability, he ran like a bitch.
Yo, you could say that not only Shakur ran, but so did Keyshawn.
See, everybody go back to that one fight every
time.
Yeah,
he was scared of shit, drinking every day, and then lying, saying and the people said he wasn't. So I don't know, man. These guys, they got shook.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
No, people just don't want to pay for that belt.
Sorry. No, I did mention that Tio fought Loma, and I did mention Loma's the other 5-star ranked fighter.
Well, not even 5-star. He was pound for pound. And Josh Taylor. So they'll equate 5 stars to beat 5 stars, but Josh Taylor was also undisputed. So Tio beat an undisputed guy. Now you can say he wasn't, but he was undisputed. He just dropped the belts because he didn't want to pay. But he was genuinely, in reality, undisputed.
Shakur had one hand. I'm talking about Frank. Okay.
Who had one hand? No, that's bullshit. Did we see any proof of a broken hand? No. So he was obviously full of shit.
On their box rec, it shows that they're both 5'8", 5'9". Tio's supposed to be 1 inch taller. What about the reach? 68.5 reach.
Tio's got, I think, a half inch more. I think it is, or vice versa.
68.5 and 60. Yeah, so half an inch
advantage.
And that may be wrong. I don't know when they measure it.
Even the 5'9", by Tio could be wrong.
When do they measure this?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I guess when they get their pro card. Bless you.
Thank you. Man, we're about to see something that doesn't happen that often. I can't wait. I hope to leave satisfied, even though Shakur has had very disappointing fights with the Edward De Los Santos. Washington, I don't mean to bring it up over and over again, but that is sometimes disappointing. It leaves a bad taste in someone's mouth when you invite a lot of people over to watch a fight party and that happens. But at least we have a co-main event that we can be looking forward to. So I hope that both fights don't shit the bed, because I'm super stoked for the 31st.
Yeah, there are a lot of people writing on Keyshawn, but bro, he's got so much going on, and then who has he fought? I mean, they got him on this pedestal without earning it yet. Who has he fought? He ain't fought nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah, that Berencik, the guy who got the title, was I think a vacant, and that guy was a midget.
No, that guy was a Timu version of 2.0 Lomachenko.
Unreal. And then he fought the last guy. He fought the Limos guy. They brought him down, and he was another midget. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Jermaine beats him too, man. I mean, I thought Jermaine bitched out against Teo running for his life, but I hope he does it even worse to Keyshawn and beats him. Because let's say he does the same thing, right, HLD? You know, the same people that said that Teo couldn't do this and that, those will be the same people that say Jermaine ran if he does that against Keyshawn to give their boy the win.
Hey, you're right about that. And then they're gonna say, no, but how could he win, man? How could he win if he does the same thing that he did with Teo? Then they gotta agree that if they give the fight to Jermaine, they gotta agree to it. And if they don't, we gotta criticize then Keyshawn for not being able to do what everybody says that Teo should have done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's double sided. Either way, he's gonna be double sided. Because if he runs like that, then they better be saying, "Yo, man, I before they announce it, oh man, I think Ortiz won that fight." If he does that same running around shit, they better be saying that he won the fight. But I bet they won't.
That's my point. That's why I'm trying to emphasize, where Jermaine has an opportunity to do. I think it's gonna be an ugly fight. You're gonna see a lot of holding and grappling.
Yep. We were just analyzing that shit yesterday on Mills. Man, we're looking at his hitting the double in bag. Yo, man, maybe pull that up, Fun Truck. Okay. Bro, I think he looked amateurish. You'll find it. Just put Keyshawn Davis, and it'll be one of his latest videos that like Fight Hype or somebody put up. Okay. You'll find the short.
Yo, Keyshawn Davis was full of shit when he said he was drinking.
He is full of shit, bro.
Because he did an interview shortly after, and he goes, "I shouldn't have been too personal because now people are thinking that I'm lying," and you can just see him kind of like get caught in his own lie.
He is bullshitting, bro. This is the same guy who sent himself the box of watermelon and bananas, blamed it on that other dude, called him a racist just to try to get buzz for his fight that nobody was talking about. This guy manipulates the media for anything and everything, bro. Let me see how I find it, because we were looking at it, bro, and we're like, bro, this guy, he looks like an amateur on it, bro. Setting himself up every two punches. Keyshawn. Oh, here we go.
Appreciate anybody who's been tuned in for the last, how long I've been streaming for? Last hour and a half. 10 days away, I'm going to be going live every day leading up to the fight. So tomorrow.
You really geeked up, huh?
Dude, like, I can't stop thinking about it. This is, like I said, boxing is a fantasy sport, man. So when this happens, like, this shit don't happen too often.
I'm not gonna say I'm not excited, but you'll see that cuando tú tienes tu familia, things change, because you're gonna see that there's another avenue where you get excited. Like, yo, I see my man doing his thing, catching that pop up, running down the field, or he suplexes somebody. I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That excites me. That gets my juices going. Hey, I put it in the private chat.
Got it here.
Mill City, and I were like, bro, he looks like an amateur on it. He sets up. Look how he's.
No, he's good. Keyshawn's good.
He don't got the stamina to be in front of the bag, bro.
Yeah, and they call time. I did watch this.
Look at that 1-2, and then he had to stop. He can't stay in front of that bag to deliver. I've seen you do it.
He was at the end of his workout for sure. You can tell when HLD is excited by his chest and back hairs.
You know it, mommy. You know you want to see them chest hairs.
Frank Bay, appreciate you jumping on, and Washington as well.
Oh, he bounced off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keyshawn Davis. I'll give him a follow.
Oh, I grabbed that right off his website, huh? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Or his channel, I meant.
Yeah, he's getting caught up in his own life.
If bro, you know how much pressure he's under?
Keyshawn?
He is under so much pressure.
I didn't know he had a kid.
Oh yeah.
Does Shakur have a kid?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't know who's baby mama for Keyshawn. I don't know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Shakur, it's another, like, I don't know. She's a singer type of girl, type of thing. Forgot her name.
That's a boxing coach's dream right there. Like, you see this guy's face right here?
Bro, that's senior.
I know that's senior. But this is what it's all about. Like, this is what you've spent your entire life working towards. For you to be recognized, this is all validation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's actually 6 because you're missing the Ring Magazine belt.
Where's that? That's
one. I don't think
the red is this is the Ring, right? The red one.
No, that one is the WBO.
And what's this black one?
WBA. And then there's 2 green belts. You got the franchise and the regular WBC belt.
Yeah.
You got the WBO, WBA, IBF, and then the ring belt. That was won that night. It was 1 versus number 2.
Man, yeah. When I look at the picture like this, I'm just like, validation, but this is the face right here. I'm just like, he's put in lots of money into his son, and he told the world, I told you so, and this is when you can finally say, fuck all you guys, I got the belts.
We told everybody. Everybody.
He's definitely calmed down, dude. He's definitely
they've put him on a. I mean, I don't know if you even heard on that when Mills called him. He's like, man, they're not allowing me to do interviews.
Wow, Clarissa, look what she says. HLD. People are going to be surprised how well Teal boxes with Shakur.
You see how I'm rubbing off on Clarissa? Now she's taking my views. Vaya mami.
He looks like Thanos with all the rings.
Straight up. So at that time, remember Devin Haney had the. Show me a picture of Devin Haney like that. You know what I mean? Have you seen how Devin Haney got his belt, bro?
I wish one day I'm in a photo like this as a trainer.
Oh, that's epic, bro. Epic. Yo, but where are these interviews? I thought they were going to have them today. They should have been out already, right? If anybody interviewed them.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on.
Here, let me see if I find anything. Look at this, bro. So Shakur he bought 300 tickets, bro, to give out.
He bought.
He bought himself to give away
to
the community or whatever, because he's got to bring in fans because he knows it's gonna be a TO crowd. Now it's good. I'm not. It's a good gesture. I'm not gonna say that it's not. But I know the motive is that. It's not because he's trying to be a charity, bro. It's not that. It's that he knows it's gonna be a TO crowd. Then Keyshawn Davis, he's got a free coach bus to New York City on the 31st. So he's got one bus that he's gonna pack people up from Virginia to go to New York. Not to say that he's buying them tickets, but just to bring them into New York.
Yo, some new names in the comments. Tyron Doss, appreciate you dropping a comment. Let me know how you got introduced to the channel. His comment says, Antio beat Loma when he was #1 pound for pound por pound.
Yep, that's when you were looking up the box record. You didn't mention Loma. I think is why he put that up. He's like, hey man, you didn't mention Loma.
Clarissa says HLD wants a photo like that without the belts, just the men around him. Ishi Blanks, another name.
I'll invite you, Clarissa. You could take.
I haven't heard this name, Ishi Blanks. Let me know how you got introduced to the channel. I appreciate your support. Dropping a comment. He says, or they say, Lopez ain't right mentally. He surrounded my toxic people, baby mama and all. He's not okay mentally. Shakur has Bud in his side and all.
This guy talking about old news, bro. He talking about like old news.
Hey man, I hope Teal's head straight. I hope Shakur's head straight. There's no excuses, no broken hands, no father figures bleeding into the fight. I just want to see the fight. Oh, to see a knockout.
Hey, Jackie, no, you can't have both of you girls teaming up on me. I mean, I can have both of you teaming up on me.
Yeah, shout out Tyron Doss and Ishi Blanks. I appreciate you guys dropping some comments, engaging in the chat. That's what we love to see. We're gonna be going live every day leading up to.
You're gonna do a marathon, huh?
Yeah, marathon, and I'm only gonna talk about this fight. I'm probably not gonna talk about Jermaine Ortiz and Keyshawn. Like, this is the fucking fight. When they get the accolades, when I see a photo of Keyshawn Davis or Jermaine Ortiz like this is what I'm talking about. Before 30 years old.
He did that at 23. He beat Josh Taylor, became 2-time lineal by the age of 25. Now you tell me, where was Bud at that age?
Yeah. Snake says, we just got to be happy both guys made the fight happen. Whoever wins, it's W for both. Absolutely. I think there's more credit. I would say like 51-49 credit in the favor of Teofimo, right? Because Shakur has thanked Teo for taking the fight, for giving him the opportunity. Like, and he repeated that in interviews multiple times. So you got to give Teo the credit as well for allowing Shakur to take the opportunity, because Shakur has came out of his mouth in multiple interviews. But absolutely right, Snake.
Yeah, but it was Teo who called them like over a year ago. Here, let me get the video that Mill City dropped today.
Okay. I am thinking of putting up 50 cents to bet on the fight. Any takers? Anybody want to bet a 50-cent bet? No, absolutely right, Snake. We just have to be happy that the fight is happening. And don't be happy as excited as I am leading up to the fight. When the bell rings in the first round, that's when you can be excited. Because in boxing, nothing is ever set. Nothing is ever set. You don't have a fight until the bell rings in the first round. That's what I was told when I was coming up with boxing, like the philosophy of boxing. I was like, what the fuck is my trainer talking about? Well, guess what happens when you show up to your weigh-in at an amateur bout and you're in good shape and you weigh your opponent sees you with your shirt off. Your opponent's like, I'm not going to take that fight. Let me just skedaddle. And that happens in the amateurs. Injuries, promotional politics of boxing, it gets in the way. You don't have a fight until the first round bell rings. Christmas is 10 days away. HLD, I want to thank you for coming on to the show. My unofficial co-host of the show. You make it very easy to talk boxing. So
I was
just thinking about it, HLD. You've been on since my first live, so I just want to give you your flowers. Thank you for allowing.
Man, you don't even have to, man. You don't even have to give me no flowers, man. I appreciate what you're doing. You're good. You're a good young man. I appreciate your demeanor. I appreciate your vision. I appreciate, como tú eres. You know what I mean?
And we love
Ya ve la
talking boxing.
diferencia. Yeah, we're just talking
We love
boxing,
talking
bro.
boxing. At the end of the day, that's all it is, bro. It's just a
Es
passion.
todo, bro. You know, no ego, no. So no, you don't ever have to give me no flowers of anything, bro. Like I said, even
I will say though, because I've been around HLD, you are entertaining, bro. You like your name is in the chats and other people's channels. Clarissa's like every 2 minutes she's dropping your name up in here.
I got an effect on women like that, bro. It's just the way it is. This right here, man, this interview, this was like over a year ago. And
Okay.
and it was Teal who called him up and they were talking about this.
Tio knows Valdez hurt Shakur to the body, so he's going to be attacking that body.
I agree.
I hope one day we can get Tank versus Tio, Shakur and Devin. Me too, Jackie. I just have to make sure HLD is okay. I am his hospice. Oh!
Oh, we can't hear the video, man.
Okay. Damn it. My bad. Sorry for the dead air. Well, I think something happened in my live streams where the audio cuts out. Like, so we'll just put up a screenshot of a box rec or something. What did you take from the interview?
No, this interview was like over a year ago, and Tio had called them up, and they were, you know, they were talking some good stuff, you know, respectfully, and you gotta understand, bro. They all grew up with each other, bro. All of them. I mean, you know, Tio put up a picture not too long ago, bro. A whole group. You know, he's got a picture, bro. It was him and Twizzy, Antoine Russell, man. They were just kids, bro. So they all grew up in the same circle. You know what I mean? And oh, you know what? I asked Gary Antoine Russell because you know how Shakur says, "Oh, Keyshawn's my brother," and da da da, right?
Yep.
And I asked Gary Antoine Russell, yo, because I know I know that they got a super close relationship, him and the Russell family, Tio, the Lopez and the Russells. And I asked him, yo, man, you guys, let me ask, bro, would you know what you think? Like, man, that's my he out of his mouth. Gordo, bro. Now you're talking about Gordo, because that's how I Gordo, bro, and he with a big old smile there, bro. That's my brother from another mother. And then so now that you said it, I'm your brother from another mother. So if you guys are lined up, man, would you guys fight? And he like, hell yeah, we gonna fight. You know, and so you know, so how do you respect what Shakur's been saying? He like, look, I understand it. I understand it, but my mentality is not that mentality. I understand where he's coming from, and hey, that's them. But me, nah, man. I know we could go at it, and when the fight is over, we brothers.
You know, it's hard, bro, because like you're saying, which You want to see Shakur and Keyshawn Davis? Is what you're trying to say?
Right. That was my question to Antoine Russell, because him and Tio are on the same boat, bro. Tio put up a picture not too long ago on his Twitter, bro. It's him and they were, I don't know, 14 years old, if that.
Yeah, it's really tough, man. Like so many emotions are tied with boxing, because at the end of the day, it's a sport, but it's a fight inside of the ring, and you're letting your nuts hang out again for millions to scrutinize you, give you criticism. If you choose not to fight your friend that you came up with through the amateurs because of the bad blood, because bro, you choose to fight your friend, it's not as easy as it just like I'm gonna fight my best friend on January 31st. Your family is wanting you to win so bad that the second that they hear Keyshawn thinks that his side of the family is going to win, that creates a feud, and after the fight there will be feuds forever, man. So
I don't think so.
I will take a step back. I think that's a little bit more complicated than a lot of people.
My look, every day we go live, and when we're at camp, and these kids they're best friends.
It's different though, because boxing, you can get your lights shut out, bro. You can be put on your back, or Manny Pacquiao style, where people
when you get picked up and slammed, and you do some freestyle wrestling, bro, or some Greco, bro. Yeah, it's different rules. We're not talking about folk wrestling no more. We're talking about we could land you on your head.
The consequences are much greater in a boxing match, and
I mean, I get that to the point, but look, Mike Tyson fought his best friend. You do know that, right?
No,
he fought his best friend. Now he does an interview, and then you can see it, bro. And he knocked him the fuck out. Look up Mike Tyson fighting his best friend.
Another new name that I haven't seen in the comments: rolling with the punches.
Oh yeah, man, he old school guy, man.
Hey,
he's been around for a long time.
Thank you for showing some support and dropping a comment. Let me know how you got introduced to the channel. We're going to be going live every day leading up to the fight, only talking about Tio versus Shakur, because this is, again, monumental, iconic. This is something you cannot miss, and that hardly will ever happen again. I hope it sets a precedent in today's age of boxing. We get to see Virgil and Boots get put on after. I said this a couple weeks ago. I've said this before the new year. I said that this fight is what's going to be the catalyst for lots of big fights to be made in 2026. Because really, what else do we have to look forward to after this fight? HLD, are there any big fights that people have put on, like matchups, not even close to the sort of...
We're gonna have to hope that we maybe see those two young guys, Boots and Ortiz. That's about it. That's not as big. That's not as big as this.
I think you can draw this line back all the way to Ryan Garcia versus Tank. Like after that fight got made, I'm a believer in that somehow that inspired Crawford to give Spence the call. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this can be the catalyst for fighters to be like, fuck it, I'll take the 50-50 fight. Everybody thought that Tio was a 3-1 underdog and that Shakur was going to 7-5 him or 12-0 him easily. But no, if Tio wins as the underdog, game changer. 50-50 fights are going to be made.
Tio's going to go stupid at the fight, bro. After the fight, he's going to go stupid, bro. He's gonna look dead. He's gonna look dead at Crawford. Bitch, I'll fight you next.
Clarissa says we here to stop all the testosterone from getting out of hand.
Well, I like the sound of that.
Shit. Appreciate Jackie and Clarissa. They're always tuning into the lives. Anybody who's dropping a comment, I'm gonna remember you guys when I'm interviewing these motherfuckers. We'll be there in some time. So rolling with the punches. Yeah, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belts. You got so many belts, you need someone else to hold them for you.
That was an awesome night. That was an awesome night. Let me see if I find this video that I want you to.
This was obviously against Vasily, right?
Let me see that again. Hold on.
That was against
right. That was against Vasily. That was against Loma.
Walked out with almost all the marbles at lightweight. He proved that night he could discipline his power to outbox a
You can't hear any of this audio?
Now I
HLD?
could. Now I
Okay.
could.
fight. However, then out of nowhere came the loss against George Kambosos Jr. A night
We got to talk about the elephant in the room. Got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Which is what? This fight?
Yep.
5 years ago, man.
Okay. What else? What else comes to mind?
Nothing. He did his best under his circumstances, man.
Okay.
Those who know that he should have been in the hospital that night before.
Whoa.
If you listen to Tio in the post conference of that fight in the ring, nobody's paying attention. But if you go to it, you're gonna see Tio wheezing, bro, wheezing, speaking and wheezing.
Well, another new comment. Username Jewelry Rapstar has been destroying HLD.
Bro, does he still have a channel, bro? I haven't heard about gay starting in forever. He's still talking about me, man. You see how it is, bro? So what? Does he use my name for clout still, bro?
I think when people tune into my channel, like new people, and they see your name, that's a good sign. So that's why I thanked you earlier, HLD.
Nah, man. That's man. You're good people,
right.
man.
Elephant in the room. Tio losing to George Kambosos was, I think, a combination of a really poor performance on his part and a really superb performance from Kambosos. I don't know about the background of the medical history. I don't know what you said. He was wheezing before the fight. What exactly?
Here,
happened?
let me pull up the report from the doctor, the certified world renowned doctor.
From the doctor
that took care of me.
Yeah, but Morataya and Andy Cruz is slept on. Damn, near close to 1 versus 2. Yeah, Roy.
Not only did he had that, but his wife just had the baby. He wasn't there for the baby when he was born. She kept them away from him too, and it was a lot of shit.
Yo, how come everyone's giving Keyshawn the passes? Like if Keyshawn's mental health is complete or if it's okay, then he's going to be the dominant fighter. Man, we all have mental lapses. If Tio was having to deal with baby mama drama, sickness, or whatever it may be, you can have an off night, bro. Like, and more than anything, he did lose this fight. But what did he do after the fight? Did he come back and beat Josh Taylor? You know, Jermaine Ortiz and Sandor Martin are not really good highlight fights to watch, but he did sign the contract and get in front of them, and he got the W. That's what's going down on the box rec. 50 years from now, when you go to the box rec and you look at those names, good four-star fighters on box rec. Potentially, Jermaine Ortiz can potentially get up to a 5-star ranked fighter after the fight against Keyshawn Davis. Don't sleep on him. Rolling with the punches. Okay, so let me give you my final take on this fight. I think Tio wins. Well, if it's close, it'll definitely go to Shakur, but I think Tio will be the better boxer that night. Whoa. The better boxer, not fighter. Rolling with the punches said he's going to be the better boxer.
I agree that too. I think Tio is the better boxer. Everybody thinks that Tio is not a boxer. That's what's crazy. Tio's a boxer, puncher. Tio's first a boxer.
Tio's going to be the better boxer, he says. Rolling with the punches, where are you from? West Coast, East Coast, not exactly the state, but just give us an idea.
I think he's West Coast.
Okay.
If I remember. I don't know. I can't remember rolling with the punches, but I think he's West Coast.
where Teo looked unfocused and paid the ultimate price. Since moving to 140, his career has been a quest for that same Lomachenko level high, but he then found it against Josh Taylor in 2023, where he completely outclassed the former undisputed champ, and most recently in May of last year, where he put on a masterclass against the undefeated Arnold Barbosa Jr. Teo is notorious.
Come on. Come on. He did this while everybody had a very poor performance that night. He's the only one that showed up and showed out. Do you think there's a reason why Devin Haney was circling around Jose Ramirez? It wasn't because he was scared of the power of anything that Jose had. Ramirez, I believe they were really well prepared for that fight. What I think is that there was some energy that was completely off, no crowd. You're taking an Uber Lyft to walk out, and then they have like these 10-foot ceiling fences that nobody can get through, and you have maybe like 100 people in the crowd. There was some off energy, and I can prove that because Rolly and Garcia look like shit. Devin Haney and Ramirez look like shit, and the only person to come through that night and that weekend to save the show was Inoue, I believe, against Cardenas. But
on the
Teo,
Sunday.
Oh, that Sunday, right, the day after. But Teo made Arnold Barboza look like an amateur. And Arnold Barboza is a 5-star fighter.
And he did that in front of the little posse that was Terrence Crawford, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Clarissa Shields, all talking shit right there ringside on his ass. And he shut them all up, bro.
Teo is like water. Teo's some Bruce Lee shit, man. He's got this superb timing that you can only get from boxing the best competition since 5 years old. You know, I think he could, and him having a half an inch reach advantage against Shakur, it's giving me a little bit more hope.
No, right? I mean, you know, when it comes down to it, bro, that's why we have the fights. We could speculate everything we're gonna say. You know, I'm gonna be speaking more of as a fan. You know what I mean, and a supporter of Teo. And so yeah, I'm expecting him to win. But the reality is, no matter how much we break it down, as the saying goes, that's why we have the fights. You know, and we'll see what happens that night.
This is what I can see happen, because I try to look at it as an engineer. What can go wrong for Teo? When Teo makes big movements, I do believe that Shakur is fast enough to catch him with a check something. And this is what I could see happening as well. An off-balance punch like that.
I don't think you'll see Teo doing that stupid mistake again. That's Teo pressing the action, trying to make something that's not being given. You know, if the fighter doesn't want to engage, you cannot force it. You know what I mean? And that was Teo forcing it when he lunges like that, like the way he did with Sandor Martin. So he caught him flush.
There's many scenarios possibly being played out. Yeah, I mean,
there is. I think there is
so many scenarios. One thing that you want to be looking forward to, if Shakur gets on the ropes, like right here against the corner, danger, son. Danger, danger, danger. Because here you can't pull back. You can't step back. You can only pull back far enough. And this is where he got caught and stumbled against Cepeda.
Yeah, right on the. I don't think we'll see him on the ropes, or maybe we do. I don't know.
This is such a bad example here. Like the Oscar came in. Look at the difference here. I'm going to point out. If you can see the mouse cursor, look at Cepeda is standing right in front of Shakur, but he's not on his toes, bro. He's on his.
Oh, you mean Valdez?
Valdez, excuse me. Valdez is on his heel, son. Like that's what I'm looking at. And he's getting ready to hook. Shakur knows all of that. You can tell when someone's on the ball of your foot. That means you can pivot. But Valdez is on his heel, standing right in front of Shakur. Shakur's lining something up. I mean, this happens a lot with the orthodox and southpaw fighters. Like now you can see, I don't know who this fighter is. I think this is Joet. Yeah, Joet. is an orthodox fighter stepping on Shakur's lead leg by accident. The battle of the feet, against the southpaw is always happening in the middle of a fight.
Hey, if Shakur starts doing that running shit, I expect you to start stepping on his feet, bro. Catch his ass.
This is what I'm scared of right here. So
that lunging.
I mean, although timing will help, like if you can time that lunge, this right here, that is a lot of momentum. That is a lot of momentum with your feet up in the air. Oh.
Yo, man, expect it to be a great fight, man. Fun truck. I got a bail on you, my man. But man, I'm glad you excited, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'll be going live every day. Anytime you want to jump on HLD.
I got that. If you want to copy that link so you can read up on what I was telling you about with Teo's condition.
Yep.
It is the official thing from the doctor. But anyway, manito, man, te me cuida, bro. We'll talk in the next one.
Of course. Peace, HLD. HLD, thank you, the unofficial co-host of the show. I think something underplay the tempo. Who will set the tempo first? Lance, appreciate you dropping comments. Clarissa, of course, thank you. And Jackie, of course, always being supporters of the show. We're going to be going live every day leading up to the fight. Sick or not, I'm coming down on something, but I'm going to be going every day. If you guys liked what you saw, want me to do some more boxing lives, let me know what you think in the comments. I just gonna try to put myself in front of the camera and see where this goes. I'm gonna remember all you guys once I'm up there interviewing Teo and Shakur one day. I'm gonna be like fresh June 78, Jackie Hernandez, Roy 1400, BLK, Balbos, of course, Alberto, Champ Ross, Tyron Doss. A lot of new names in the comments today. I want to thank you guys all. Angry Grouch, Clarissa, rolling with the punches. That's going to wrap up the live stream today. Thanks for tuning in. Man, that's all I need from you, rolling with the punches. A little bit of support, bro, goes a long way. Hit the like button on the way out. Make sure to catch the live later on today. Y'all have a good one. Fun Truck out.